Assalamualaikum. My name is Alisha Nabila binti Nadim, and I will presenting my final year project for the chapter 4 and 5 of the digital advertising as a power tool for the cosmetic industry in Johor. So we proceed to the introduction, where the introduction in this chapter, the analysis of quantitative research in order to determine, investigate and study the digital advertising. B. The factors affecting in cosmetic industry which presented in this chapter. So the statistical package for the social sciences, which is Smart PLS, was used to investigate the data. So we remove to pilot testing, where this pilot testing usually the first step before distributing the questionnaire to the respondent. So the primary goal of the pilot study was to determine whether the planned main study was reliable. So as a result, Google form and questionnaires were transmitted to 47 respondents in order to obtain feedback. As we can see, the result of pilot test in terms of crown batch alpha is 0.919 for the email ad. Second is 0.925 for the display ad, and for the social media ads, the result of pilot test is 0.946 in terms of crown batch alpha. And lastly, for the video ads, the result of pilot test in terms of crown batch is 0.910. As we can see, for the total variable, result of pilot test in terms of crown batch alpha is 0.975. Generally acceptable level of reliability result is above 0.7, and the pilot test considered logical with the question that were distributed. So we move to the reliability analysis. All of the variable has been tested with the 133 respondents in this research study. It shows that display ad, social media, and power tool has achieved an excellent result in crown batch alpha, which is already correlated. Otherwise, email ads and video ads also achieve the same internal consistency, which are so we can look to the reliability analysis. And for the variable, email ads, display ads, social media ads, and also video ads were recorded, where the email ads and also video ads is acceptable, while the display ad and also social media ads are very excellent. It shows that crown batch alpha already correlated. So respondent profile information. Most of the respondents belong to the age group between 18 to 25 years old, with the frequency 48.5%, while 26 to 35 years old were 25.8%, 36 to 45 years old were 18.2%, and 45 years above years old were 7.6%. Women responding that involved in this survey were 103, which is 78%, and men were 29, which is 22%. Most of the respondents were Malay. 82 respondents were with 62.1. So we move to convergent validity, which is the average variance extraction model is distinguished by a significant mean value of the square roots of the construct related indicators. Table shows the average extraction of variance for each construct. Convergent and discriminant validity are both weird construct validity subcategories or subtypes. The important things to remember is that they collaborate. So as we can see, the average variant extracted, which is AVE, recorded for display ad, which is 0.638, and email ads 0.668 for the power tool, which is 0.538, and social media ad 0. Next is effect size, where a variable is a structural model can be affected or changed by a number of factors. When an exogenous variable is deleted from the model, F2 represents the change in R square. So F square effect size is 0.02, not bigger than 0.02, and bigger than 0.15 is a medium, and while 0.35 is large. So as we can see, display ad were all of them were 0.00 for the p-values. Here the PET coefficient. So PET analysis was created as a method of subdividing correlation into different pieces for effect interpretation. Multiple regression is strongly linked to PET analysis. In fact, regression is a subject of PET analysis. So as we can see, for the hypothesis 1, 2, 3, and 4, the p-values there are 0.737 for the H1, 0.640 for the H2, and 0.00 for the H3, and 0.17 for the H4. So the table shows that the hypothesis testing was recorded. Lastly, for chapter 4 is summary, which is the data demonstrates sufficient calculation validity values to proceed to the structure model, and then to test the hypothesis relationship between the variable. The current study used SEM Smart LS 3.0 tools, and the total of hypotheses were 4, which is 4 were proposed, which there were 2 hypotheses rejected and the other 2 were accepted. Next, we move to chapter 5, which is conclusion and recommendation. For the introduction, this chapter will summarize the entirety of the previous chapter's findings and outcomes. The proposed hypothesis will be determined based on the investigation's result and finding. This chapter discusses the study's finding, research question, and achievement of the objective. This study also has a number of implications, and finally, in the conclusion of this chapter, suggestion for further relating research will be made. For the research objective 1, to determine which are the best and suitable types of online advertising for the cosmetic industry in Johor. So the table shows that social media ads and video ads are accepted in terms of T values and P values. Next, the second research objective is to investigate the superior strategies to level up the online advertising in cosmetic industry in Johor. So the table also shows that the social media ads and also video ads are accepted, where the T values for the social media ads is 6.442 and video ads 2.380, while the P values for the social media ads were 0.000 and video ads were 0.017. For the third research objective is to study the digital advertising, be the factors affecting in cosmetic industry in Johor. So in conclusion, the factor of social media ads is the most powerful and significant in this study. It is due to the fact that social media ads have the highest T-value and P-value. As a result, this study determined that social media are the most influential factors or tools in the cosmetic industry. It is followed by the other factor such as video advertisement. So as this research is about determine which the most tool of digital advertising that give good impact on cosmetic industry in Johor, it is just a small state. Furthermore, because this study only covers in Johor region, the sample size is small. So this sample size may not be representative of the larger population of Malaysia's cosmetic industry. This study only received 133 respondents, which is considered a small sample size and insufficient to be representative of the overall population. So future researchers may concentrate on collecting more respondents for their research in order to collect more accurate data. Aside from that, the researcher is advised to use qualitative research for future studies by including an interview session to gain more insight. So here, finally, the purpose of this research is to comprehend the current state of the cosmetic industry in terms of how digital advertising can be a powerful tool to identify the best and most appropriate types of online advertising for the cosmetic industry, and to investigate superior strategy to level up the online advertising in the cosmetic industry in Johor. According to the analysis of the findings obtained from 133 respondents, the factors social media ads and video ads have a direct significant relationship as a power tool for the cosmetic in Johor. Only that, with that, thank you.